All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Call Law Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rukakadash, double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim, continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, as chilling today, I was at the plantation, and brother, we got a little group chat, posted a video of I forget his first name, but I think his last name is Schumer, some politician in New York. I don't know if he's even in New York, but I know he's a politician of some sort, and basically a lone protesting female Edomite woman, a so-called white woman, was basically heckling him. All right, and he wasn't saying nothing, and basically it puts more into perspective that Esau's kingdom, America, and so on and so forth is going down, and that basically the curses are falling upon them, which are going to also fall upon the other nations, the other heathens. You know what I'm saying? But mainly starting with Esau, because Esau is the actual nation other than Israel that's ruling right now. All right, the actual heathen nation that's ruling. And for this to be happening, in case in point, FYI, the lady called another white person a cracker, which blew my fucking mind, but it's fucking hilarious. And you know what? It's about damn time, man. All right, the Lord said He's going to come and definitely judge the earth, but definitely judge the wicked, man. And who's the wickedest? Esau, man. All right, but basically, I'm gonna play the video, and through the Spirit, I'm gonna filter through a couple scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying, and Lord willing to be uplifting, because to see this woman talking smack to one of her fellows and not giving a fuck shows that the curse is about to fall on Esau. All right, because you would never have I'm pretty sure back in the day you had every now and again a couple politicians protesters or whatever the fuck you want to call them come and disrupt them, but like this is on a whole nother level, man, and you could feel it, man. Even with the time going by as quick as it is, man, you could just feel that it's different, and it's a different kind of energy in the air. It's a different kind of tension. You know what I'm saying? Because we're at the end of this thing. So the Lord said He's going to intensify His Spirit, and He's going to, and first and foremost, He said He's going to take these devils out of power, and He said that these other nations are going to receive the curses that is on the nation of Israel right now. Case in point is going to be what? Your women going to be against you, man. Just like our women was against us in our captivity. Well, since you're about to go into captivity, and now it's leading up to your captivity, the Lord is about to set your women against you. You know what I'm saying? And even these elites, man. They may be behind the scenes right now, but at the end of the day, the Lord said the whole house of Esau, man, the whole house of Edom. And I'm just going to play the video.
You racist socialists can dish it out, but you can't take it. And remember this, Adolf Hitler was a socialist, and that's exactly who you follow. You're nothing but a coward. Seeing you hide underneath your desk, I actually got sexually excited over it. That's how much I loathe you. That's how much I'm glad what they did. And like Nancy Pelosi said, people do what they do after...
Hold up. This chick said she got sexually excited when she seen him under the desk, and they was all in the Capitol building, because he's part of the Capitol building. He was in the Capitol building when it was overtaken, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And she said she got sexually excited, and she loathed this nigga, man. Like she has this is an Edomite to another Edomite talking about the disdain she has towards him, man. All right.
She doesn't care about monuments, and neither do I. And where in the First Amendment does it say that you have to protest peacefully and politely? As long as there's outrage and unrest in our hearts, there's going to be unrest in these streets. I don't give a shit whether you believe me. You're nothing but a cracker. That's all you are, is a racist cracker. You can dish it out. Look, you got protection. Why don't you tell them to stand down, hypocrite? Did you tell the Capitol Police to stand down? Did you tell them to stand down? Answer the question. No, stand down. She told the police to stand down in Kenosha, Seattle, Portland, Chicago, Boston, New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. And you know what? These Trump supporters are going to go to your house. They're going to go to Pelosi's house. they'll destroy her vineyards. And I will be right there to support them. Don't you say it's enough? No, shut up! Shut up!
Hold on. so obviously, I don't gotta explain the vibe of this video. And not only that, and this is how you know that the privilege is still there, because she said that they're gonna go to his house and they're gonna go to Pelosi's house. She said she's gonna be right there and supporting them. Now, isn't that like a threat? Like that, I thought it was shouldn't it be considered a threat? But she didn't get carted away in handcuffs. They didn't do nothing to her. But no, whatever to that. Real quick, guys. Just got a couple scriptures. We're going to go into the book of Haggai, chapter 2, verse 22. And it reads, "And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen." Now, who's numero uno heathen, man? Esau, man. And for that woman to be in that dude's face that close, talking that spicy, talking that much shit, that shows what direction this kingdom is going, man. And it's not up, you know. And it says, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen. So he's going to destroy the strength of America. He's going to destroy the strength of China. He's going to destroy the strength of Russia. He's going to destroy the strength of all these places, man. Because why? They're the kingdom of the heathens. All right. And the Lord said that the nation of Israel is going to rule over the Gentiles, man. And the Gentiles being AKA the heathens. And it says, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother. So what? The Lord is going to destroy all their militaries, all their strongholds. He's going to destroy all of that. Destroy all of that, man. That's what it means when it's talking about the horses, their chariots, man. Their strength, man. Their power, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a precursor of that woman screaming in that dude's face, man. All right, with total disregard that he's a political figure and a person of high status or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She talking to him like he's a piece of shit, man. She talking to him like he's some bad school teacher or something. You know what I'm saying? But that's the direction we're going in, and it's beautiful, man. This is beautiful, and this is something that we're going to see more of, and we're going to see more. You already seen what happened at the Capitol building, man. What's next, man? These people are showing that they're not afraid to do anything they feel necessary to prove their point and let these motherfuckers understand that they're not happy about the way their country is going, being run by their fellow Edomites. All right? Can't get enough of that. Oh, might as well go to it real quick. It's funny, I just read a scripture because reading on the Capitol building. Go right to the point. There's a book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16. And this whole chapter is good, of course, but I wanted to get to the point. And it reads, verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So what? She's standing in her constitutional power, her white privileged power, and talking shit to a politician, man, right in his face, man. And this dude not even saying nothing, man. This dude just standing there looking stupid while she just getting in his ass, man. All right? And that's why I said they should not regard their princes or their kings, man. Even though he's not a king, but he's a prince, man. He's a person, he's a face of he's the face that the elites put in to show to represent the people and wherever he's at. I believe they was in New York. So when they talk about not regard their kings and princes, it's all about their politicians, man. Their mayors, their governors, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna regard them no more because why? They don't see that their country is being made. Excuse me. They don't see that their country is being made great again, man, like it was promised. And you got the guy that promised that's about to be thrown out of office, man. And he's saying he's not going to leave office. So that's getting the people riled up, man. So they're not regarding if they're not on whatever wave Trump is on, that they're not regarding their princes, man. And that's fellow white people. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a black and white thing. This is America. This is their America, man. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that, since Jacob is the bane to Esau's existence, they have no choice but to always want to blame us. But at the end of the day, man, that's their politics. This their kingdom, man. And you got these people complaining about their kingdom, man. You think it's gonna be like that in the kingdom, in our kingdom? But going on. All right, that was. So we're gonna go to now to the book. Where you at? Where you at? We're gonna go now to the book of Isaiah, chapter. Where you at? Chapter 51, and I believe it was at verse 7. Was it 7? No, 17. Excuse me. No, actually, no. It was. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Matter of fact. Bear with me. I'm trying to look for something. I want to start from an edifying point because the point I want to bring out is the last two verses. But I got a little perspective I want to put to it. I guess it's going to be verse 3. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 3. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. Now Zion being what? AKA Jerusalem, AKA the nation of Israel, 12 tribes. Or the sons of Abraham, the sons of Jacob. And of the covenant, from the covenant of the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, from Abraham on down to Isaac, on down to Jacob, man. All right? It says, he will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. And that's what? Starting with the people, but then once we're placed back in our land, man. Because when Israel is placed back in their land, it's going to be a beautiful paradise, man. Just as it was in the beginning, man. The days of old. And it damn sure ain't the motherfuckers in Israel right now. Because the Israel right now is not a place of paradise. It's not like the Garden of Eden. It's completely fucked up. It's defiled, you know, and it's a bunch of wickedness there, man, right now. So it's not talking about those people in Israel now, the land of Israel now. Now, seeing as the Lord says he's going to comfort Zion, now being what? Starting with the remnant, starting with the elect, and Lord willing, I pray to be part of it. The elect people, the elect of Israel are happy right now, man. They're being comforted by saying what? This kingdom going down, man. Because it's not disheartening to us. If anything, this is the most uplifting. This is more uplifting than anything, man. All right, you know, them storming the Capitol building, that was uplifting, man. That woman talking shit to the Schumer, whatever the hell this dude is, that was comforting, man. And there's gonna be more events. Now, obviously, there's gonna be some uncomfortable events too. But at the end of the day, the Lord said His elect is gonna be good, and that the certain mentality you should have when you see certain things is a good sign, man. So we supposed to be happy at these things, man. So, and it says, verse 4, it says, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and my arm shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. And that's talking about the nation of Israel, man. Because if you go to plenty of other scriptures, it shows who the Lord's people is, man. It says to Israel, my chosen, to Jacob, my chosen. Now, see, he goes Zion again. Now, we're going to go down to verse 21, and it reads, therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Now, how is Israel, how are they drunken, how are they drunken, but not with wine? Because Israel is not following the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're following everything else under the sun. All these other gods and deities and religions and idols and all that shit, man. All right? That's why it says, but not with wine. And it says, thus saith thy Lord, the Lord, and thy God that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. And that's what? Talk about captivity, man. Slavery, man. We're never going to drink from the cup of slavery again, man. And right now, we're in the perfect direction to this being carried out, man. Because now we're seeing these curses go upon these other nations, man. Starting with Esau, all right? Because that's who's mostly here, and that's who's in power in America. And it says, behold, I have taken out of thy hand a cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. Now, who's afflicting us, man? Esau, the so-called white man. They're afflicting us. Whether it be using their cops, whether it be the monetary affliction, man, the religious affliction, man. It's all these afflictions, man. It's how they're afflicting us, man. It's not just the physical, it's the mental, it's the spiritual. It's a lot of things that the way these devils afflict us. And it says, but I'll put it into the hand of them that afflicted. So these other nations, man. Just like it said in the Haggai chapter 2, verse 22. And it says, afflicted which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as a street to them that went over. So basically, what we being a bunch of pushovers, man. Israel being all weak and simpish and docile, man. Just laying over, that Martin Luther King spirit, that whole, just if they get violent, you don't have to get violent. It shows you're the bigger person, man. Fuck all that bigger person shit, man. The Lord said he's a man of he's a man of war, man. And he's gonna give he's gonna give the warrior, he's gonna put the warrior mentality back into Israel, starting with the elect men, man. Starting with the priests, starting with the 144,000, man. That's what the Lord is about to do, man. And that's what all these things is building up to, man. The salvation of Israel, man. Nothing else, man. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. So seeing these kingdoms going down, seeing these things, these squabbles going on with the World War III, the potion, the missiles, the Iranians, the Russians, the Israelis, the Americans, man. It's all leading to what? The salvation of those being afflicted, man. And that's the nation of Israel. Now, just to put a little more oomph into it, we're going to show you who the Lord's chosen people is. I'm going to my notes. Got a few. Here we got one right here. Now here we go. The book of First Chronicle, chapter 11, verse 1. And it says, then all Israel gathered themselves to David unto Hebron, saying, behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. And moreover, in that time past, even when Saul was king, thou was he that led us out and brought us in Israel. And the Lord thy God said unto thee, thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be ruler over my people Israel. That's one scripture, man. We're saying that Israel is the Lord's people, man. You can't get around it. Just can't get around it, man. People, and that's why these devils chose to impersonate the Israelites, man. Even though they don't call themselves Israelites, but they landed on impersonating them out of all the people they could have impersonated, man. All right, because why? They know of the promise. They know of what's to come, being an Israelite, man. But they're not Israelites, so they could front all they want. But at the end of the day, when the Lord comes back, He's going to set everything back in its proper balance, man. And they're going to really find out that they're not the true Israelites, man. Because you got these fake Jews out here that actually think that they're the chosen, man. Because why? The scripture said what? That they inherited lies. So they inherited lies over time. So actually, right now, if you ask a so-called Jewish person that's like under the age of, 20, they actually think that they're just a Jewish person, man. And they think that they actually are the chosen people, man. They actually think that the Torah is directed to them, man. But what else we got? I know I got some other scriptures, man. All I gotta do is go on my notes. What else we got? What else we got here? More proof right here. This is the book of Second Corinthians chapter 3. Start verse 13. It says, and not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Yahushua. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. And so what? They're talking to mentioning Moses, and who was Moses preaching to? Who was Moses talking to? The nation of Israel, man. Who was the law given to? The nation of Israel. You cannot get around it, man. And you go to these churches, and they always try to make it seem like somehow anybody, if you're not an Israelite, you can come into this, man. What else we got? I know I got a couple others, man. You know, I'm kind of winging it. I know I'm in my notes right now, so I'm just going to the scriptures where it's proven that the Lord's people is only the Israelites. Okay. There we go. It says, this is the book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 36. And it says, the word which Yahweh sent unto the children of Israel. There you go right there. Preaching peace by Yahweh Shai. He is Lord of all. But he said what? He's going to preach to the children of Israel. Because it's only about the nation of Israel, man. The Lord's chosen is the Israelites. And it's not matter what you look like. You can go look like Wesley Snipes or you can look like Zac Efron, man. The Lord is dealing with the nation. If you come from the seed, the blood, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's how you're going to be involved with the promise, man. Involved with the covenant, man. All right? Because if you're not going to get the kingdom of heaven is not for you, man. You'll be there, but you'll be under the children of Israel. Okay, where else? What else we got? What else we got? It's another one. Here's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 20. And it reads, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life, and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. So there we go. There it goes again. And it says what? To get from Abraham, Isaac, to Jacob. And if you go into the next chapter, into the first verse, which is 31st chapter, and it says, and Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel. So where's the other? The Lord is only dealing with the blood, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, because that's where the covenant lied of his chosen, man. And there's plenty of other scripture, but with that, hopefully this is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruach HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom.